I speak about this a lot in when I see patients about spoons theory and about sort of having the energy to cope with things throughout the day. And about pacing, prioritising, planning. And I actually saw a lady yesterday who explained this to, and one of her big things was that she couldn't quite get her head around the fact that she did a lot of things one day with her family, for example, and then the next day she was flat on her back, in bed. So we had to go through the whole explanation about pacing and prioritising. And if you are going to have a big day like that, plan the next day to be a bit quieter, relax a bit more, do things that actually re-energise you rather than take any more out of you. I actually agree with you because so many people I go to assess for wheelchair, they have that comment. They'll be like, "Oh, some days are good, some days are bad," and this is their reality, right? Especially people that have things like FND, people that have things like fibromyalgia, and all of that. They can actually be jumping, and then in the next minute, and that is it. They are unable to feel their leg, or they will be in so much pain that they can't even stand from their bed to sit upright and all of that. So I don't know. I think this word should be abolished. You don't go around telling people that they don't look disabled, because disability doesn't have a particular look. Not the slightest. And we all deal with things differently as well. Some people have got, as you said, very high pain thresholds. Some people can sort of manage their pain much easier. But it's about having that strength of character, that resilience as well, to actually cope with what life throws at you as well. And I always say to people, just because you've done something a certain way all your life doesn't mean that you have to continue doing it that way all your life. If you acquire a disability or a health condition, like let's say MS or chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, FND, all those sort of things, some people still try to struggle on and do the things that they used to do, like putting the trousers on, for example, put the trousers on the same way. But there's other ways to do that are far less energy sort of draining than what they were doing before. Do you get me? Do you get what I mean there?
Very true. I really think that energy conservation is such a big theme, and I think it's also a skill that people need to learn. Of course, that is one of those things you teach people, how to do the transfer better, how to do the feeding better, and how to basically, as you said, put on the dressing without, having to go through the conventional way of doing it, which required a lot of energy, like standing and all of that. So I think it's really something that clinically one needs to emphasize more, energy conservation.
Definitely. And I don't know how you do it, but I think it's about seeing more people who are out and about doing things, who have got a disability, or people who are more open about the disability. You see plenty of reels on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where there are people sort of explaining what if they have a hidden disability, what that feels like to them. And if those sort of things were much more freely available, people might appreciate it more and not be so shocked, I guess is the right word, and stop them from, and it might stop them from saying you don't look disabled. I think so. However, in as much as we want to be, should be open or want to be open, I still would say that people should not go around, no matter whether the person is open or the person is not open. Because if you let's look at the NHS approach to diagnosing disabilities, some of the disabilities. You see someone with a particular impairment, and then the person is added to the waiting list to see the GP. The person may wait some weeks, some months, even some people wait for 1 year, and then they go for different tests and all of that. So those times that the person is waiting, trying to get a diagnosis, the person is actually disabled. Right? And until the person complete those bureaucratic processes, which is what is obtainable in our world today, and then finally get a name for whatsoever diagnosis they end up getting with. And that is when we can now start according them their right to being disabled. You see that it doesn't make sense. You know, I feel people should not be told their look is disabled look or is not disabled look. I feel people should just be treated. I think saying hi, how are you doing? Do you have a nice week? What were you doing today? Should be a better conversation than you don't look disabled.
It also devalues you as a person as well. Because you might be a very bright person, or you might have a very high-powered job. But as soon as somebody says that, oh, you don't look disabled, you know, that suddenly sort of in your own eyes, it makes you feel less of a person. Again, when people say that to you, it could even like the emotional impact. I don't know. I don't know if you've had that experience before, where somebody say related thing and then the emotional impact is really much on you, even after that period, you know, like a long-term impact of all these things. Do you want to share anything around that? Yeah, one of the times, because obviously with me, people see me, they can see that I've got a physical disability.